Good morning. I know, it's really early. Oh, don't go back to sleep. Come on, let's get up. The sun is coming. Come on, get ready. Okay. Vocal exercises. Yeah, I know. You don't feel like doing anything right now. You just want to close your eyes. Well, that's okay. Go ahead, close your eyes. Come on. Let's hear those wonderful revving up noises. There you go. Another one. Good job. Now let's get a really big one out this time. Good. Yeah. This is the shake off the sand from the Sandman morning exercise. You can do this one in a monotonous tone, just kind of, because typically that's about what you can squeeze out this early. Not too acrobatic at first, but just give yourself a chance and you'll be humming like Mariah. Okay, so I see you're doing some siren noises. I call this one the police siren. It's kind of siren-like. You can put your back into it. You can also open up your throat while you're doing this. As if you have an apple in the back of your throat, as the vocal teachers like to say. You can smile while you're doing it. And you're always going to be pushing for the higher registers. So you want to go up as high as you can in the register. So you're almost screaming, just like a police siren or ambulance siren would do. We're always going to be pushing for the higher register. And the important thing here is that you keep the rasp in the voice, okay? Ah. You want to make sure that it stays not ah, but ah, not but I call that one the creaky door. So you just want to keep it raspy, or otherwise you can wear your voice out and get tired. Okay, good. So now we're going to do some scales, some sliding scale, which is just to go from the top to the bottom of your range and then go from the bottom to the top of your range. So good, nice. It's like and you want to go as wide of a range as you can without losing the rasp. Of course the rasp is going to go in and out, but you want to try to maintain it. Good job. So this time when you go back up to the top of your range, you're going to try to hold it and see how long and how high you can go. I call this one the fax machine for those of us Gen Xers who remember such a contraption. Good. So you want to really try to aim for that higher register. What this does is it clears your sinuses because it's vibrating your skull. Actually, it is vibrating the frontal part of your face. Your sinuses get jiggled and they drain. So it clears your head and it just brings the sunshine into your forehead. Good, nice job. These exercises really do work out the whole skull, because it's a vibrational thing. So you're vibrating your skull, you're clearing your head, you're clearing your voice. It's a magnificent practice. And other than that, this is basically what it is. You can do this while you're laying down in the bed, when you're getting up in the morning, when you're the most rusty and you don't feel like doing anything. You can do it then. You can do it while you're driving, while you're flying an airplane, or while you're fishing, or I sometimes do it when I'm in the grocery store, just because it keeps me warm. It keeps my vocal area warm. Another thing that you want to do is make sure that you're keeping your throat warm and you're taking care of your throat. The voice is one of the really important components of our character, and the voice is the first thing that I would say that that's how people remember you, is by your voice. Your voice is what affects people even more than your image, I think. And the way you say things is indicative of how much of your health. Are you able to control your voice? Are you able to say things according to how you really feel? So vocal exercises are a great way to hone your theatrical ability to sort of control your voice and to sound the way you want to sound. So I use throat coat, which is a tea that you can find over the counter in the tea section. I drink this tea every single day with honey, and that really helps to moisturize the throat and keep it slippery and smooth. I also massage my throat with some kind of like heating balm, like icy hot. I don't use icy hot, but I use natural things. I use Tiger Balm and something called Heal and Soothe, but they work the same way that icy hot or mentholatum works. I remember being a child, and anytime I had a raspy throat or a cough or anything, my grandmother would just like get a glob of mentholatum and just slap it all over my chest and my throat. And it was really sticky and it smelled strong, but it really did work. Man, I mean, it was a miracle how it worked. So these are some of the tips that I recommend for keeping your throat loose and lubricated. And another thing I want to mention is that you want to change the shape of your throat while you're doing the exercises, because your vocal box is bigger and more intricate than you think it is, and every time you change the shape of your mouth and your throat, you're actually working a different muscle group. So you have like a ton of muscles in that area, and you want to get each one. So I like doing M's with my lips together, pursed together. That's coming straight through the nose, and I can push really hard with that one. I can open my throat. I really like that one. I also really love smiling. Smiling is a really great one because you're actually lifting the corners of the throat. See, doesn't that sound cheerful? And the other one would be the apple in the back of the throat, as I mentioned earlier. Placing the sound way in the back of the throat, as if you were from New York. The New Englanders use that in their, that's the way they speak. And also I think the British as well. But yeah, you can experiment. You can even open your mouth if you're feeling frisky. But I still would recommend keeping the rasp. For me, I've always had vocal fatigue, and I think it's because I have metal fillings in my mouth. I got the metal in my mouth when I was a child, and I've always had sore throats my whole life and vocal fatigue, and I've been trying to get this metal out, but no dentist wants to do it because my teeth are healthy. So poo-poo on them, and I wish I could sue them for the trauma to my throat. But because of that, I keep the rasp. So even if I open my mouth, I still keep the rasp. But I open my jaw as wide as it can go, and I even smile with it. And I also do, just as a bonus, I also like to do R's, which is rolling the R's. This gets the tongue warmed up, which I should have done before I did this video, because as you have heard, I did a lot of stumbling in my communication because it's early in the morning right now, and I'm just making this video as I'm doing the exercises. So the other one is B's, which is to put your lips together and blow. And that addresses the lips. So your lips, your tongue, and your throat, all of these things can bring you a lot of joy if they are, adequately warmed up and nurtured. And you have to care for your face and your vocal apparatus. It's so important. It's one of the most important tools that we have as human beings. The fact that we communicate the way we do is really what makes us human, isn't it? So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and have a great day.